Intense TV. I'm your host, Robert Lewis Tyler I, and tonight we have a very special episode of Tylervision. Tonight on our show we have Adrian Age Scott, hip-hop cartoonist, hip-hop radio personality, hip-hop radio host from KPR1 Radio in Oakland. We also will have our co-host on the show, KSVY Radio, Roland Martinez, and so tonight we have a very exciting show. Also, we have as usual, our Napa Valley Live studio audience in the house tonight. So we got. I was going to tell you that I was doing a cameraman for another show, and Barry was doing the technical director. I was doing the floor manager, floor director, and this lady, she was a very religious lady. She was a psychic for like the Zodiac Killer and all these investigations. Since she was 4 years old, she was like a psychic, and I was behind the camera. She came up to behind the camera. She goes, "So when are you traveling on your trip?" I go, "What trip?" She goes, "Well, you're going to the jungle, you know." And I was like, "Again?" You know, I was like, I just got out of the jungle. I've been there for a year. And she's like, "Yeah, you're going to the jungle. It's like a great change in your life. It's exciting. It's going to be a good thing, but it's going to be a big change in your life, and then you'll be going." And then she goes, "And have you ever been to Machu Picchu?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, So I don't know what that means, right? You know, said within the next so many months, right? So then me and Barry went out on the sidewalk, right? So we go out on the sidewalk. We're standing there, and these girls walk by, and they go, "Oh, are you guys brothers?" I'm like, "Oh, we're white." You know, I was like, what's up? What's up? Well, we are. So so I want to introduce my my first guest, Adrian Age Scott, on the show tonight. Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming in. It's great to have you here.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate you guys for having me, man. Thank you so much for having me.
It's a long drive, yeah.
Yeah, man, it's all right.
How was the traffic? Is it good?
You know, left abruptly right after work, so I came out here.
Cool. I'm glad we could have you on the show.
Thank you.
So what is the name of your comic book?
Well, my name is Adrian Age Scott. I'm a cartoonist. I'm not just a cartoonist. I'm the first and longest running creator of a hip-hop comic book. And my hip-hop comic book won in Phil, or the heroes of hip-hop. I've been doing them for like 20 years now.
Which hip-hop artist inspired you to do that?
Man, you know,
because I have a lot too.
It's just like, that's a good question. I encompass the whole thing. Like, I really love hip hop, the culture. It's not just music. It's the movies. It's the lifestyle. I'm an 80s
art,
baby.
You got the music. You got the cartooning.
But when you say art,
the clothing,
the whole nine, the movies, the books, the
shirt,
whole
hat
nine.
styles.
But also when you say art, I've also been blessed with the hand skills, and growing up as a kid in Oakland, I respect a lot of artists like, physical cartoonists, Robert Crumb, Sergio Aragones,
I read that when I was a kid.
But like, Charles Schultz, a lot of cartoonists like that inspire me. So as a kid, I've been drawing my hip-hop comic books for like 20 years plus, and I started off drawing my book like, okay, I could draw like everyone else. What can I do to separate me from everyone else? Well, let me embody something. Let me embody hip-hop, and let me be the voice of hip-hop in comics. Cool. That's how I kind of came in. So there's been times when everyone was saying hip-hop is dead and everyone ran away from hip-hop. That's when I ran closer to it.
Nice.
Thank you.
And is any hip-hop artists that you really like? Like I like like Special Ed, and I like Eric,
Eric B. Rakim.
And
you mentioned those names, and those are like 80s.
I like the 80s.
You said like Special Ed because
exactly. Right.
Yeah. But
Rob Bass.
Rob Bass. I mean, for me to be the hip hop voice in comics, I have to kind of stay relevant. So I kind of like keep my ear to this, what people are listening now. Yeah. But I'm a big Wu-Tang head.
Right.
I'm a big hip hopper, but I love, with me also being a radio personality, KPR1, I also love 80s rock.
Right,
love soul, Motown. I just love art. I'm a really artsy dude.
And if anybody wants to get a hold of it, at the end of the show, we got some credits, which will have your Facebook. It's going to have your website. You're going to have your email. We're going to have your, what else? Oh, we put in your call letters for your station, the times when you guys are on the air. You know, on Sundays at
6 to 9 p.m.
On Sunday evenings. KPR1. Oakland. And so we put up all the information anybody needs to get a hold of you, that way as well. And Roland?
We were talking in the beginning of the show sort of about the Comic-Con events and everything that you might be a part of or that you actually go to. What kind of following are you starting to get throughout that? Because, like, and I don't mean to, like, put it all into sci-fi or anything, but like Trekkies have this, and now there's the new Bronies thing. You ever heard of the Bronies?
Tell me about the Bronies.
Bronies are people, they're grown men about our age who get into the My Little Ponies thing. Believe it or not, No, they do. I just saw that on Netflix the other day. But so they call it the Brotherhood of the Pony, so they call them Bronies.
Sort of like our program director.
Kind of like you, man. I saw you with your little pony over there.
Our program director and our
Okay, but no, seriously,
executive
your kind of
producer.
following. Do you have, and would you call it? It's not a cult following or anything like that, but that's what they would build it up on, like cult films and stuff like that. That's what they call that. So, are you getting that kind of following through your comic book?
Well, you know what? I've been a comic book fan since I was a kid, and I've realized that the comic books aren't going anywhere. You just kind of got to make your own niche.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of, jumped on hip hop and claimed it as mine.
Right.
But
Be original.
I do have those individuals that come to the cons for my hip hop comic book, and I do. It takes time to build it up, but I highly recommend anyone who's creative to get into comic books, to draw, to, your first con, you won't sell 1 million, you won't get a publishing deal, but people will check for you if you stay with it.
Yeah, the more you show up, the more they'll show up.
Yeah, you have to stay with it, and sometimes, keeping it real, I sell a good amount in the comic book convention, but whatever books I don't sell at the shows, I go to the Berkeley flea markets, I go to Haight Street in Frisco. I mean, I will sell my comic books out of my backpack a la Robert Crumb.
Right.
Like I've had actually older people say they've not seen anyone do their comic books like this since Robert Crumb. So and speaking of Robert Crumb, respect to him, but one of my distributors, Last Gasp, distributes his books too. So
cool.
I'm like label mates with Robert Crumb.
Yeah. And did you read? Did you read Sheldon that wrote the Freak Brothers comics and Mr. Natural comics?
Freak Brothers.
Remember Mr. Natural comics? They had Zap comics. They had all these all these other. It's like those were always I thought so cool. They put a lot of work into it. And it's like
and those books
original, like you were saying.
They did those books not with the intention of getting big.
No, they were just having fun, right?
Yeah,
because they enjoyed it, right?
But Fritz the Cat came from that. Fritz the Cat was so successful, landed 2 movie deals and properties, and like he got rich off. That's not the goal, but that is the goal.
Where would we find? Have you said that you would sell your magazines out of your backpack and all, but are there actual stores, like maybe some, like back home in Texas, we have a place called Planet K, and what it was a lot of paraphernalia sales. They had the High Times magazine and stuff like that, and Spencer's Gifts might actually be a place like that would push something like that. But what would be your ideal market? I mean, I'd like to go to a grocery store in a magazine section and find your work.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Super cool.
Yeah.
Right now, like my main distributor, Last Gasp, you can get my books off of their website. I'm also on Amazon. It's Amazon.com. You can Google me, AGESCOTT. You can see some of my outlets. But the comic book conventions are a big part of my selling, and I'm also, while we're mentioning this, I'm looking for a publisher. I'm looking for the distribution and the assistance putting my books out. This is my latest book, Creepy Show. And
Creepy Show?
Yeah, Creepy Show is like a spoof of horror movies. This has a couple of stories in it. It has It Came to Rep.
We're going to pull up some graphics up here on the screen for you. Can you kind of describe what that we're looking at?
Yeah, that's Creepy Show. If you notice, I'm spoofing the Stephen King Creep Show cover. And this book right here, just on the cover, it has a couple of titles: Rise of the Rapping Apes. Wake of the Whack, the Stuff, with the PH, and then inside the book, some of the titles in the book are like It Came to Rap, which is a rapping Frankenstein. Made out of dead rapping points.
And what's this one up here? This one's Hip Hop is Dead with the headstone in the background. The guys are coming up out of the...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Hip Hop is Dead, it's a grave, but here's my characters, One and Phil, coming out of the...
Coming back.
Like one of my best stories in Creepy Show is the exorcism of Kanye West.
Well, howdy.
Like, and with me being the hip-hop
Get the demons
guy,
out, right?
Yeah, and then even looking at that, that's spoofing They Live.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
so...
I came here to chew bubble gum and kick a lot of butt, but I ran out of bubble gum. That's my favorite line of that movie,
So my characters, One and Phil, they're like a Ren and Stimpy in the world of hip-hop, and I spoof a lot of iRapper. Looking at that cover, I'm spoofing iRobot.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And of course, they're coming out with the positive look towards the hip-hop world, not just what, other people speculate the negative.
Right.
Yes.
Because a lot of people just automatically just go with the negative on anything, but when something good is shown from that genre, then it's a positive.
Is this the iRobot part?
This is one of the iRobots, and in this scene right here, the robots are being created at a high demand rate, and before you know it, the robots become their own little colonized people.
Conscious, yeah.
So then my characters, One and Phil, become the law to hold the law of the hip hop rules together.
Right.
And then it becomes the next chapter of that. My characters become Blade Rappers. Or Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
And they're going around correcting, like terminating the robots that stray away from hip hop too far from the rules.
That's cool.
And when I did the Blade Runner story, I'm not only spoofing Blade Runner, but I actually spoofed Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep?
That
Sleep.
book. Yeah.
So I
that was a good book.
a lot.
That was a good book.
So I'm a lot.
Kind of like a parrot.
Yeah, a parrot, exactly. I am an artist at heart. Like my exterior is one, but I'm very much. My favorite movie is Clockwork Orange.
Oh yeah,
by far. Like I love the movie in the book and the whole nine. So
I knew the guy the guy's wife and mother-in-law that wrote the Do Androids Dream of
Electric Sleep.
Android. Dream of what is it? Electric Sheep.
That guy. Electric Sheep.
Yeah, they were here in Napa years ago, back in the 70s. But that's a cool book, right?
Yeah, I
didn't know anybody else had heard of that, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I think our generation, we've kind of like ran astray from art.
Right.
From the internet, and so we're so techie
everything's
now.
techie now.
Yeah, everything's so techie. But I'm truly an artist. Like I enjoy looking at paintings and I'm real crafty.
Yeah,
so
everything's
nobody puts pen to paper anymore.
Everything's done on the computer, right, Roland? Like all the artwork nowadays, right?
Yeah,
it's all they just do it easy, right? And
it's all done easy for them because nobody can draw a straight line anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of drawing, do you mind if I show you some of my art?
Please do.
Yeah, let's check it out.
So here is one of the scenes of I'm drawing. This is a robot, the first rapper.
Okay, hold it up right there, and we're gonna zoom in on it a little bit. Get a little tight. We'll get a little tight.
And these are original drawings, though. Yeah. So it's not. This would be like the equivalent of a scene cell from like Disney movie or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So this is one scene, and then that is the Here is the attack of the fake Tupacs. And instead of a bunch of zombies running around, we have a bunch of fake Tupacs.
Huh?
Thug life, right?
I thought Tupacs was some kind of like chicken pox that I got back. Yeah. Tupacs.
I thought it was six pack. No,
6 Pacs with the 6-pack.
I came down with
what's the multicolored?
No cure.
This is a copy of the actual cover to iRapper.
Nice. We'll zoom in on that a little bit and get a tighter
you guys
shot.
are so
there we go.
cool. Like if anybody wants some art, like I'll give you guys some of these pieces. I don't care. You guys are cool.
Wow.
Thank you.
That'd be nice. Now these are like I said, these are like previous to when they become magazine. You'll have a camera or something that you'll take, or do you photocopy them nowadays?
We do scan them, put them in Photoshop, drop the grays in them, bookshop, bada boom, bada bing.
Nice. That's a process in its own, you know, that people would be interested in. Yeah.
When I do a book, I kind of take about 4 months out of my life to just get it done. Like, I kind of just fall off. I just go to work and draw.
That's how I am when I write songs. When I write songs, I just disappear from the radio. I don't listen to it, and there'll be 2 years go by, and I don't even know what's being out there.
When you come back and resurface, it's like, light.
Yeah, exactly.
Outside.
Speaking of radio, we got about 15 minutes left, so continue on with the talk about the comic books. But eventually, we'll probably put in a little plug. We'll talk about your radio show probably later on in the show. Would that be all right?
Yes.
Would you like to take like any live call-ins? Like if anybody wanted to call in, ask any questions. We'll bring up a number up on the screen, like a live call-in number. It'd be like 707-280 or 6547, something like that, and it'll come up on there. And what we'll do is we'll have anybody that has any questions call in, and they can ask you or myself or Roland any questions.
Can I just say some cool things real quick?
Sure.
Yes,
I want to say thank you to my dude, Andrew Blackshear. Blackshear's in the house. That's my dude right there. What up, Blackshear? I want to say what up to my dude, Dig.
Look at the camera, please.
I want to say my dude, Dig. There's a lot of people who put me here, man. Like, I want to say thank you to all of you guys for having me here. A lot of people, I'm just like really fortunate to just be a vessel of art. And then like to even inspire kids. I'm really looking forward to this publishing deal. I have enough books where if a publisher were to come behind me, just help me push it out, the books are done. But even if I don't get my publishing deal and if I die broke, I would like to still inspire kids. Like, keep drawing and, you know, put your computer down, put your mouse down, and actually still
be creative,
draw and create.
Yeah.
Have you thought about trying to get into with the schools in Oakland there, you know, just to see if we can be a guest speaker?
Motivational speaker for children and
I've done
adults.
Schools. I've actually, even with Vallejo City, I've done a cartooning show like, hey kids, would you like to learn how to draw?
Nice. And they're always interested, aren't they? They
cool.
love it, huh? They like, some of them really get into it, right?
And I've actually been trying to
We
find
got a call
another.
coming in.
Hey, we got a call.
Oh, wow.
We put it on the air. Hey, caller, you're on the air. Welcome to Tylervision. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, Rob?
Good. How's it going? You have any questions for Adrian?
What?
You have any questions for Adrian?
Oh, yeah, I just want to say, first of all, I want to say I like the show, and I watch it all the time. And I was wondering, how is he coming up with a cartoon? I think
Say again? I think.
How does he come up with cartoon ideas?
Cartoon of his comic book?
Yes. Am I coming out with right now? Me and my guy Zeke, we're working on a cartoon right now. It's been a lot of hard work, but we're spending our Sundays. I draw it up and he puts it in Flash, and we're doing the best we can. But it's a lot of work, but. We're drawing each still out, and yeah, we're trying to make it happen. So I hope to have it done by April the 1st. Yeah.
Is that April Fool's Day? No.
Yeah, April 1st. Right. Yeah.
He ain't coming out
So seriously, it'll be on April 1st.
Seriously.
Okay.
I had all hopes and dreams of dropping my cartoon on my birthday, February the 5th, but
nice.
My book, Creepy Show, is a nice book, and I'm gonna let it, marinate. So yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
Are any of the new cartoons? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish with that. I'll ask later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, not a problem.
All right. Have a great evening.
Thank you, Rob.
You bet. Bye.
By chance, this cartoon that you're working on, would it be about any of the previous stuff you've done, kind of strung along into one animation show?
Well, it's funny because before the cameras came on, you guys would talk about voiceovers and all, and just the idea of voices is so complicated that me and my guy, we came like halfway in, and once we found out I couldn't come up with the right voices, we scratched the whole half project and decided to do the first one silent. Like Mickey Mouse, like have the words pop up and then they're just bouncing around. Yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. Words, silent music.
It would be hard to come up with a voice for a certain character too.
yeah,
you know,
but
because
we
you want
did-
something that's going to
If we did
stick.
voiceovers, could we do like this one be Roland and this one could be me?
Definitely,
All right.
definitely.
Just in
Just
case.
get our agents together. We just gotta make
I
it
just have
happen.
your people call my people.
Yeah, your
we'll do
people
lunch,
call my
right?
people,
Yeah.
and I call your people,
Okay.
and you call my people.
Be like, yo,
Hey,
Juan,
caller.
what up?
Yo,
You
what
stupid.
up, dude?
You stupid.
Yeah, just go like.
Did they hang up?
Yeah, it's Fat Albert. It's
I was wondering, is it possible you can get in the Sunday newspaper with your cartoons?
could you draw Fat Albert in the Sunday newspaper with cartoons?
You know, can I draw Fat Albert? I can draw Fat Albert. I've tried the newspaper route. It's been somewhat successful, but on some newspaper comic book strip writing, you know, 4 panels, that's not enough for me. I need.
He
Yeah.
said
But
there's
I
not
do,
enough. He
but-
said there's not enough room with 4 panels
four
to
panels, I
draw
need-
one big fat guy. It was-
Speaking of some comic
You
book,
could have it go over through the the panel and that. I like doing that when
Need a
when you draw like
widescreen
it goes
TV
over to
on
the
that.
next panel. You know, that's always fun, right? You know,
but then also,
leaks
you know,
into the next scene. Kinda
even
like that.
on some comic book writers, or I would like to give a shout out to like Maury Turner, Charles Schultz, Sergio Aragones. These are some of the legends I'm trying to be
Art
like.
Crumb.
So, Art Crumb, Frank Miller,
Dolomite.
John Byrne, Dolomite.
Dolomite.
Thank you. I know, it's all good.
You remember Dolomite, right?
Yeah, of course.
I'm just kidding.
Of course, it's all good.
Dang.
Oh, dirty.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang, it's all good.
Man, oh man.
Oh, man. Thanks.
Hey, kind of got quiet here for a second.
Thank you. Thanks,
We still had a guy
Albert.
on the phone.
And
Right.
thanks for calling in.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
You guys are crazy.
Roland's the craziest one.
Hey.
Yeah, man, you know, I just want to say, you know, I'm trying to push my art. I'm trying to keep the artistic energy alive. Music, art, you know, honestly, I just want to be known as one of those artists. I want to be known as one of those artists. Like
Right.
when you think art, you think Picasso.
Right,
Or you
right.
think, you know, Art Crumb. I want my name to be one of those.
I was
yeah,
gonna
you
say
think
you
of
look
hip-hop
like
art.
you,
Yeah,
you
they
look
do. Yeah.
you look like one of those superhero comic guys yourself with the when you've been you hit
Working
you
out.
in the gym or something.
Yeah, you know, well,
Maybe.
if you must ask.
Yeah,
Real-
you're
really
like
heavy
a
markers.
comic.
Okay,
You're
I'm
like
a-
a superhero comic strip
Yeah,
yourself,
well,
like
okay, okay.
like Super Age.
Super Age, I like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go by that. Well, okay. Well, since you asked, long story short, and you know, since you asked, I'm gonna keep it real. I was in a living situation. My place got kind of overtook by insects. I had to leave. I got really sick. I caught an ulcer. My doctor told me I need to get in the gym if I want to, you know, stick around for a while. And I'm even homeless right now. Like, I'm technically still homeless right now, but I'm gonna keep my job. I've been going to the gym, working on my health, and I do art.
Right
That's
on.
all.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm not trying to put out a sob story, but
Right.
I am keeping it real. Since you asked,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, my back is against the wall right now, but I feel good to be able to be here. You know,
Right.
But like my
It makes
health
you
was-
stronger, right?
Yeah, it does. It does.
It
It
makes
does.
you healthier and stronger. It's
yeah,
like
you know,
any kind of a challenge like that
It
to your
does,
life,
it
just
does.
boom, makes you bigger, stronger,
does,
better.
so,
You know,
yeah,
it's like putting iron. It's like putting iron into the furnace in the fire. It makes it stronger. you
Yeah,
know,
of course.
right? You
And
know?
I'm glad you noticed this because, you know, working on these guns here now.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I've been in the gym hard lately, so
Good
thank
man.
you for noticing. I'm trying. It's all good.
And we appreciate it.
Well, if we have any,
With the palm
if we
to
have
up.
any publishers out there that you know of a way to help this man or just want to help this man, at the end of the show you will see his listings on the credits.
Yeah.
Make sure you pay attention to that.
Yeah, we
You'll
got about
be able to
5
get a hold of
minutes
him
before
through
the
that.
credits. But like Roland says, go ahead,
Yeah.
Roland.
Well, like I was just saying, if any book publisher out there or anything wants to take this young man on, all this artwork, seeing it up close, it's very good stuff. And of course, he could represent the hip hop world very nice with this. It's all done in nice colors and
Nice.
size and everything. He's already worked on a lot of things that look like they're feasibly going to be sold a lot of,
cool.
and he's already attending Comic-Con, something you publishers might want to look at. Look for his information at the end of the show. They're in the closing credits, and you can get a hold of him.
Contact
Yeah,
him.
you know, I've been called the Stanley of hip hop for being the first one to use hip hop as a writing tool, and it's been difficult. But you know, I'm here, and I am looking for a publisher to help me put my books out. And if there's anyone that would like to take that on, please Google my name, Adrian Age Scott. You could Google me. You can see I'm feasible. Like I have a fan base, and it wouldn't take much. I just need like a spark.
Yeah.
Right on. And you want to do any shout out about the
yeah.
KPR1
Oh, yeah, yeah.
radio too?
So
And
every
is that
Sunday-
6 to 9
Yes.
p.m. Sunday evenings?
Every Sunday, 6 to 9 p.m. with my man, Music Man Auma. And what's up, Gabriel? What's up, Bones? We do like a soul mixture of soul and 80s tunes every Sunday. Really fun. KPR1radio.com. I'll be at the comic book convention February 16th in Concord with all of my books: Blade Rapper, Clockwork Rapper, my creepy show. A lot of my books will be there at the February 16th comic book convention. Matter of fact, you can just check me out on Facebook, Adrian Age Scott,
Right.
and you can just see the whole spiel right there,
Mhm.
Adrian Age Scott.
And like
on
Roland
Facebook.
said, it'll also be in the credits, and anybody can get a hold of you through the
Yes,
credits
yes,
as well.
yes.
So we got about 3 minutes. We got about 3 minutes left, so we got some time to do shout outs. I tuned into the radio station for a minute
Yes, sir.
online. I went on somebody's computer. My internet's still not working. I don't know how to do all the codes and stuff. Maybe Roland hooked me up, kicked me down, plugged me in, turned me on,
Maybe.
set me up with that. Maybe. And then so I was like tuned in, and they were playing the something about the Virgin Mary. No, it was the J. Blige. No, they were playing Mary J. Blige. They were playing Mary J.
Yeah,
Blige,
yeah.
and I forget. It's a pretty cool station though. I liked it. Yeah,
Virgin
And you
Mary.
know,
the music's hot. You know, it's happening.
Yeah,
it's
it-
cool. It's a cool station. And
Oh, go ahead,
yeah,
please.
yeah.
what would
And
be
what's
the-
the number on the dial for that? For this?
You know
It's
the
FM.
dial,
FM.
the FM dial. I'm not exactly sure,
But it's KPR1.com, and that'll also be in the credits. That'll also
Yes,
be in the credits as well at the end of the show, which is we got a couple minutes left. You guys want to do any shout outs for a couple minutes?
Any questions?
Well,
Are
actually,
you got any
just
questions, Roland?
No, I'm kind of out of questions. Just make
that's
sure
the
that
first
any
bit.
publisher, read those credits at the end. Also, if you want to see performing, remember we have Neelix One Karaoke over at Stone's,
Right.
over at Stone's bar over here on Imola Street
Boy,
every other
howdy.
30,
Yep.
every other Thursday, starting on the
Starting on
Thursday.
the 30th. In
Yeah.
the month. In the month. I'll be there. Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, well, here you do. You ought to
You
hear
guys
this guy.
like
He
to
sings hip-hop,
singing
actually.
artist or
Oh,
anything?
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do any other creative things like
if I
singing
were to
or
do karaoke,
art? You know, you do
if I were
art.
to
You do music
karaoke,
or
I would
instruments
do,
or
like,
singing. or anything?
David Bowie first.
David Bowie.
Oh, we can have
right
you do
on.
that.
Yeah.
Speaking
Cool.
of music, though, real quick, since we got
Yeah.
about a minute,
Go ahead.
For your cartoon here, what kind of theme song would you have? Like would you have somebody featured, or would you like somebody to make up something for you?
You know what? Because
Like not a song, but
I-
instrumental.
yeah, instrumental. You know, where I'm at in my career, I know the first part about doing art is just meeting people.
Yeah.
And I met a lot of cool people. I would say I would love to have a Mad Lib or some Jay Dilla on like the beats, but then I got friends. I would have Dave do my beat.
Yeah.
Dave
Alright.
do it. Or Andrew, or they'll both do it. Like he'll do the opening and he'll do the closing. Like I'm trying to share my art with my friends so we can all move to LA and live good.
Well, I got a couple shout outs I want to do. I just want to say, boy, howdy, guest of the Tylervision show, stay in a comatose state, transportation provided by ambulance. And we'd like to thank our guests right here, Adrian Age Scott on the
Thank you,
show,
man.
and our co-host, Roland Martinez. Both radio personalities here tonight. And our live studio audience, make some noise. The live studio, Napa studio audience is the best, right? Our sponsor, Sal, the flower guy, always brings these beautiful flowers every week for the last year. This is our 1-year anniversary too, by the way, of the live show every week.
Oh, 1-year anniversary.
We got our TV audience. Want to thank, and what was it? The dog pound.
The dog pound.
Yeah, and we thank our dog pound downtown, and then we got headshots, and we also got a new car for our live studio audience. No, just kidding. So, and then we got, don't forget YouTube, Tylervision 707. You'll also be on YouTube 707 after I compress that and upload it. So God bless you and yours. So until next time, America, and then we're pretty much out of here, right? So, yeah. You had quite a drive all the way over here. We appreciate, man, you coming all the way over here.
Yo, keep creating, keeping fresh. Let's not give up the fight.
Yeah, don't give up the hope.
Go Bronies.
The Warriors.
Don't give up the faith.
That's going to be a football team, the Bronies. Yeah.
They used to say, keep the faith, baby. Now they say, keep the baby, faith. No.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No, they don't.
Say, go 49ers.
Oh, go 49ers. Yeah.
Go 49ers.
Come from somebody from Oakland. And hey, I'm from Texas too. They're my favorite team. Dallas Cowboys are my second favorite.
Are they? How they do? How the Cowboys are doing?
Terrible.
Oh.
As usual.
I shouldn't ask. So we got the rolling with say the Adrian Age Scott.
There we go. Age_Scott at yahoo.com.
KPR 1 Sunday, 6 to 9 p.m.